We're here talking about how business helps society be better. So, Andy, the areas that Junkluggers works at, let's talk a little bit about that.
So we covered the entire Richmond area, Mike, and surrounding counties. So you'll find us pretty much within an hour of Richmond, being able to serve our customer base. Again, the way we work, we have a couple of trained and insured luggers come out to your location at an appointment of your choosing. They give you an estimate before any work is done, based on how much your items, how much space they will take up in our truck. And if the customer likes the price, we're prepared to do the removal right then and there. And if they're not happy with the price for any reason, they just say thanks but no thanks, and there's no cost or obligation to them. And then once we fill the truck up, we take it back to our warehouse in Ashland. We sort through the items, get all the items that can be recycled, repurposed, get the glass and the cardboard and the plastics and what have you. And then, of course, the usable items that we'll donate to our charities like Habitat, Caritas, and again, some of the local church groups that need more localized help.
Really quickly, what are things that you guys can take, things that you can't take?
So we pretty much can take everything except for hazardous chemicals, Mike. So that would be anything you wouldn't want to ingest, drink or eat type of thing. So fuel products, cleaning type products and things like this, we can't take, but we can certainly show you how to take care of those things and where to put them.
One of Mike with Mike, WQCN, a choice, leading voice in gospel music here. I'm happy to be part of the family here, 2 to 3 every day. That's where you find us. WQCN, a choice, 153-804-638-3419. I got the game changers with me. Andy Taylor, Alfreda Reynolds is here. Up next, at the bottom of the hour, I'm on time. It is Steph B, the Brooklyn Betty with the business breakdown, as well as 16 bars of business. She's giving business to you in a different way. She's a great guest today. St. Lamore is here. He is an inspirational, conscious rapper, entertainer. So he's here with us talking about the things that they're going to talk about. So Alfreda, when we talk about Brunswick, Andy talked about the Brunswick stew. You guys have some really cool things that you guys are doing that people don't. You told me that you are a timber expert.
Yes.
What the heck is a timber expert?
So we are vast in land in Brunswick County. So many places are landlocked, but not in Brunswick. We have tons of trees, beautiful trails. And so we are #1 in timber harvesting in the state of Virginia. So where there are trees, come to Brunswick because we harvest timber and we recycle timber. We're working with a company now to do some things with hardwood flooring, and we have some exciting projects going on. So we use our niche in the agricultural field. We were known for tobacco, and now that the tobacco industry has changed, we have repurposed our niche in the agriculture community. So we harvest our timber, and then we also are into organic farming. So we have repurposed our tobacco farms to grow organic vegetables.
You guys are also doing a lot in the way of solar as well.
We are. We just recently accepted our solar proposals. And so now we're receiving applications for solar farms to be and solar plants to be in Brunswick County. And so that's new and exciting as well.
So when we talk about, and Andy, this is right down your wheel well as well. You started, so you bought a franchise. Brunswick, they're helping small businesses get started. Andy, a business owner who's out there right now, person thinking about it, give them some tips that may help them getting started. And we'll take that over to Alfreda to see how they take it to the next level.
Well, sure, Mike. I think it's always important to do something you're passionate about. There's days that you wake up and, the sun is shining. There's other days that you wake up and it's cloudy with thunder, if you know what I mean, literally and figuratively. So if you're passionate about what you're doing, when it's raining or cold out, figuratively or literally, that's what gets you up in the morning. That's what keeps you going when times are tough and you're questioning about maybe some of the decisions that you make. And if you're passionate about your focus and your mission, then those days seem to go by a little quicker and not quite as painful. And so I think it's the #1 thing. Obviously, you want to get some help putting a business model and a business plan together, make sure that the marketplace or the target that you're looking at is something that's in demand and that there's going to be a need for. And then, from that point on, I used an SBA loan to get my business started. And they're certainly very open to helping in that regard. So there's a lot of good things being done by the Small Business Administration to fund folks that may not have a big bankroll somewhere to start a business.
So Alfreda, folks, you see people out there, they have an idea, they have a dream. How do you help make it happen?
Well, we pull them into our office because we always want you to turn your hustle into a legitimate business. And so during the pandemic, we were blessed to be able to have an opportunity to open 8 businesses in the middle of the pandemic. So we prospered during the pandemic in Brunswick. And so, but we want to ensure that our entrepreneurs are equipped with the knowledge, the resources. And so that's why our partnership with NBL, with Metropolitan Business League, is so important, to give our existing businesses as well as those new entrepreneurs the tools that they need in order not just to open business, but to stay in business. That's important. And so doing that preliminary research, having your business plan, having a strong financial foundation so that you can stay in business for a whole year if nobody ever walks in your door, if no one ever dials your number, if no one ever goes on your website, you have the resources to sustain yourself. And then having the market to understand your niche in the market and the trends of what the needs are, and then honing you and networking you with other key players in order to promote your business. That's important.
Because you say it's not that far between here and Brunswick.
It's not. We are a good hour's drive. And so my goal in terms of marketing Brunswick County is to show the correlation, our connection to Richmond and to Raleigh and to the Hampton Roads area. So we have a concerted marketing effort in order to bring people to Brunswick. You'll never be an option if people don't know you exist. And so it's my job for people to know that Brunswick County is a viable place to start your business.
One of Mike with Mike, ESPN Richmond. We're coming to you from The Choice, which is 105.3. Mike King here. You can follow me on social platforms, which is hashtag Mike King Biz, hashtag On the Mike with Mike. We're going to talk to Minister Tiger, who's on the wheels of steel today, give us an update of what's happening. And I'm going to come back on and take a minute to talk about some things. Mr. Tiger.
Hey, what's up, Mike?
How you
Welcome
doing?
everybody to Choice 105.3 FM. Again, it's Tiger Foot, and I'm talking to the award-winning Mike King Business.
That's what I'm going to talk about in a minute.
The award-winning Mike King. We're just coming off the celebration of Choice 105.3's 5th year anniversary, and we have our Choice Awards that were given out to selected impact makers in the Richmond area. That's why we nicknamed ourselves Choice 105 Years, right? So we are here to celebrate that. We had a wonderful red and white affair for the Valentine weekend. February 14th is the day we turned on the radio publicly, and we have not been off since 2017, February 14th. So 5 years running, giving good radio to everybody here. So congratulations to Mike King. Congratulations to all the others. Brandon Anderson with BGA Music, to Wanda Darden with Project Restore, to Tracy Causey of Capital Area Health Network, to the publisher Cecil Brown of Gospel USA Magazine, and just to M. Renee and EJ the Mimer Betts. God bless all of them who won a Choice Award. But the radio program was Mike King Biz Radio.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. So I'd like to take a moment. One thing, so I'd like to thank the family here for bringing me in. This was a home for me, always is, for the Mike King Biz Radio Network. And it's not just me. It is a shout out to our friend Al Green. His father passed away, so keep him in your prayers. He is a music man. He's responsible for the praise party that you hear on Sunday. So when you hear the uplifting music, make sure you remember Al Green. That is him who does that. Also, I'd like to thank the Choice Awards. That's like the choicey. So I'd like to thank Choice 105 for the award. I couldn't make it, had grandkid issues, had to put out some fires, but I'd like to thank you guys for honoring me and all the great things that you're doing here. All right, we got enough of that now. Let's get back to the music. What am I talking about? The music. I'm hearing music. Thinking about Al Green. I got Andy Taylor here. I got Alfreda Reynolds from Brunswick. Andy, let's go back to you. We're going to get this back on the track with the business side. So now, if maybe a person hears from Alfreda and they get excited, like, oh wow, I want to take my business. How do you make sure that you stay within the confines of what's good for you and not going too far out of your business, outside of the comfort zone, or where I know in technology call it scope creep? It's like a person says, can you come? And next year you're like, sure, I'm going to go over, as you say, hither and yon. I like that. People kind of like that when you say that in the commercials. So how do you stop that and keep things in place and on track?
So I think you have to look at spend the majority of your time, the majority of your resources, where your sweet spot is. Mike, what you're best at, what you can do the most good, where you can do the most good. And so while it's certainly intriguing to me, oh, I'd like to go to Charlottesville, or I'd like to go to Palmyra County or down to Brunswick. The majority of my business is located in certain zip codes in and around the Richmond area. So that's really where I have to invest most of my time. As a business owner, the other thing, Theo will probably agree with, one of the hardest things for me to learn was say no.
That's a tough one.
That is a toughie. You want to be everything for everybody, and I'm the kind of guy who wants to take the shirt off my back and help you out if I can, and if I can make it happen, I will. But as certainly when you're launching and starting, and when every dollar of your resources is so incredibly important, it's best to do again, stay close, keep your expenses low, and do what you're best at. And that's when word will start to travel, your business will start to grow, and then maybe you can afford to make special allowances for people or causes that you're passionate about.
One of Mike Alfreda is here. Andy Taylor is here. I always joke and say the microphone ain't free, plus my grandkids need stuff. We got to go away for a moment to play some commercials. So take a listen to our sponsors and advertise. We'll be back in just a second.
The weather is here. Call Levy with the trusted crew at Sean's Auto Express today. Don't risk being stranded with loved ones in the car or even by yourself. The experts at Sean's will keep you on the road and riding safely with complete preventive maintenance, quality customer care, and pricing that's fair. Sean's is veteran owned with 20 years of experience, ready for all of your automotive needs. Whatever you drive, call 804-787-4885 or visit 120 East Belt Boulevard in Richmond. Sean's Auto Express, 804-787-4885.
On the mic with Mike, on the mic with Mike, WQC, and the choice, 105.3, either one. You can reach us here, 804-638-3419. Got my man, Andy Taylor here, who's with us, Alfreda Reynolds from Brunswick. When I always talk about, and I say Andy Taylor, I said, he can help you remove anything from a hot tub to a house, but don't call him if you have to remove people. Like, he does not help you remove people.
We've been asked.
I bet you have been asked. And you say, no, I'm sorry, I can't do that. But he wants to talk about something right now. The microphone is yours, sir.
Yeah, just real quick, Mike, a lot of people may or may not know, we have a remix market. It's up in Ashland at 625 North Washington Highway. We're actually where we have our retail store in the front and the Junkluggers headquarters is in the back. But we use the remix market for an area where when we take items in that are in disrepair and not able to be donated directly for whatever reason, then we'll have a group of artisans up there. We'll fix them up, repurpose them, paint them, what have you. And anyway, we put the items on the floor there, and sales go towards helping our charity partner this year is the Cameron K. Gallagher Foundation, CKG. They run the Speak Up 5K.
Shout out to those guys doing great things.
Great things, helping kids with depression, anxiety issues. At any rate, Remix Market's open Tuesday through Friday from 10 to 6 and on Saturdays from 9 to 3. And this Saturday, I'm excited to announce we're having the Girl Scouts up there to sell those famous calorie bombs, Girl Scout cookies.
Exactly.
And they'll be in the parking lot there. And so I believe, I can't say this with true conviction, but I believe we're the first event of the year for Girl Scout availability. So
That's what.
come get you some.
Come and get you some of the Girl Scout cookies. Andy Taylor, he's not going to brag on himself, but ladies and gentlemen, what they do for the community is outstanding. The support that they offer to nonprofits. Go out there to the Remix Market. We're going out to broadcast from there in a couple of weeks. So we're going to take our show on the road. Like LeBron says, we're taking our talents to the center of the universe. We're going to come out there. They have everything from tables to dining room sets to bedrooms. They got it all out there, and it's all great, and it all goes back to a good cause. Time 2:26 on the mic with Mike. Andy Taylor. Alfreda is here. Anything you want to let the listeners know about Brunswick, upcoming events?
We do. We have Jazz on the Square that's coming up on Father's Day weekend in Brunswick County. We have Richmond's very own Plunky and Oneness coming back again to provide some great music. And then we have lots of local entertainment. Brunswick County, again, is a hidden treasure. So we have a lot of homegrown people who have great talents that are coming to share with our Jazz on the Square. We'll have food trucks and vendors and Brunswick stew, I hope, there as well. So you can eat and enjoy yourselves in Brunswick County, the heart of Southside Virginia.
The gold standard.
the gold standard, not
Not-
bronze,
No.
not silver.
No.
But the gold
The
standard.
gold standard.
Yes.
You guys also do, well, I know times right now, because I can't be late, Steph B, she doesn't play that if she's cracking the whip. Let's talk about what you guys do with drones, because I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so what we have done is we've repurposed our airport and it is now a multi-purpose center. So we've removed our hangars. And so we use that open FAA approved airspace for all things drone, all unmanned systems. And so we partnered with some wonderful companies and we're open for others as well. We've partnered with Wallops and Wallops Allen with Sentinel Robotic Solutions. They come out and they offer a class at our local Southside Virginia Community College. They do all of their drone testing there. We've also partnered with Drone Up out of Virginia Beach, and they've done two great testing operations there. So it is our goal to partner with the Center for Innovation and Technology to make Brunswick County the hub for unmanned systems training. We want to be on the cusp of those new things that's happening.
On the mic with Mike, I roll with the best. That's all I can say. All right, so we got to get out of here. Times 2:28 on the mic, but Andy, how can people find you one last time?
So they can reach Junkluggers at 1-800-LUG-JUNK, or you can call us at the Remix Mark at 804-299-3814. And of course, our website is junkluggersofcentralva.com.
All righty, Alfreda.
Alfreda Jarrett Reynolds, Director of Economic Development, Brunswick County. You can reach out to us at brunswickco.com. Click on the Economic Development page and you'll find all things about business growing and moving. Brunswick County, the location of choice.
Gold standard, that's how it is.
Gold standard, that's who we are.
On the mic with Mike, you can follow me, social platforms, hashtag Mike King Biz, hashtag on the mic with Mike. Like to thank the choice being here. We'd also like to thank Faith and Love for the honor of the choices, as well as to the crew that I rock with. That's Steph B, Dr. Danny, Tisha Lassane, Al Green. Who am I missing? That's it.
Look, you said teacher, right?
Tisha Lassane.
Did you have a new one, Crenshaw? Something else?
I can't remember.
Is it?
I can't
Quite a
remember.
few.
It is quite a few, but you know, we're happy and honored to be here at the Choice at times 229. I got to make room for the Brooklyn Betty with the business breakdown, as well as 16 bars. She's giving to you business in a different way. On the mic, it's like, we got to run, trying to make Richmond a better place, showing that business can help society be better. Thank my man, Andy Taylor. Like I said, we gave away 19,000 minutes of free airtime last year. How do we do it? Here's my man, Andy Taylor right here, as well as Brunswick. I say, I got a crazy idea, and they say, all right, I'm down. That's what happens. Trying to make magic here. We got to go. Thanks, y'all. Take care.